people, people love people, people make people happy.
This is Kabaniso Malewezi, known here as Q, a much-acclaimed spoken word artist in Malawi who has performed on many international stages. His chosen art form started as a tool to address issues around him, fusing music and poetry.
People choose people, people use people, people lose people.
I came back to Malawi from England after being in music, working in England in music for a good number of years. I came back in 2005 and I was a songwriter, but I wanted to put my own voice to my writing.
It's not easy to break through the creative scene, you know?
No.
There's so many young people who have faced challenges here and there. So how did you do it?
A lot of hard work, both on my craft, on my writing, but also just generally being a creative entrepreneur.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
There's a lot of things around us that are content, you know, potentially content. It's just to allow yourself that, you know what, to focus on one thing and really, really bring it out in a unique way that no one else is thinking.
Back in 2015, Q was awarded an honorary doctorate degree for his contribution in the creative arts, perhaps the youngest recipient of such.
We are a just.
How have you managed to turn art into business?
I do corporate events. I get commissioned to write by companies and organizations. And I get paid for that. Also, when I perform at festivals and shows in Malawi, outside Malawi, I do generate some income, but it's not enough. So you always have to do a couple of things. So I decided to also set up a couple of creative enterprises. So I've got an events company called Concept Creative. I've got a sound company called Sound Idea, and recently just founded an arts nonprofit called Kweza Arts. So with all these things, there are avenues of which I'm able to generate income.
How do you manage to balance all this?
I do have a very trusted team of managers and supervisors that we've been working together for the past 4 years since we established the company. That enables me to focus a little bit more on now the arts nonprofit and also hopefully as an artist, because that has suffered a little bit in recent years.
How would you describe Malawi's music and poetry scene in terms of attracting investment?
There's still a lot that needs to happen, but I think the main thing is, where is this interface going to happen? You know, that would be ideal for the business community to see what's actually going on purely from an arts point of view and not from an entertainment point of view, if you get what I mean. So there's that lack of spaces that are conducive for that interface to happen.
So what will you say the future holds in terms of the poetry scene across Africa?
I would love to see is more authentic voices coming out, more authentic and unapologetic voices, breaking out of our countries, breaking out of this continent, going everywhere else, and in their own right, standing very solid in confidence as Africans.
Well, Malawi is turning up the volume on its creative industry. But what's the picture like across Africa? Nigeria's music industry is expected to generate approximately $86 million in revenue by 2020. Nollywood is Nigeria's second largest employer by sector, with 300,000 people benefiting directly. In South Africa, the entertainment and media industry is expected to grow by about 6% annually. What are some of those lessons that you'd pass across to young, upcoming and talented artists across Africa?
As long as you have a dream, I would say to dream is to soar, knowing you're both wind and wings.
People thank people for allowing people to recite people for people and for listening to people. Thank you, people.